a Wraggys live beer review. And although I've had issues because StreamYard went down on me, and then when I come back with YouTube, the phone, I think the microphone on the phone had been wiped out. So I'm just going to give it a minute, and hopefully I can work out if it's working or not. So I'm just going to click on my own YouTube and see if it's working. Close that, and here we go. So I do apologise, not really the way I want to do it because yeah, it gets confusing, and obviously people have turned on, then turned off, and I've had to delete three blooming starts for this, and the bottle's sitting here, and I've not been able to do it yet. So hopefully, yep, I can hear myself. Right, we're all good. I can actually hear myself. Yep, I went up the house fuming because good evening, Mr. POW. And we finally, hopefully, we're cooking with gas now. Fucking hell. StreamYard, twat. And then put YouTube on and I couldn't get anyone. There was no sound on YouTube. Oh, God. Don't do your stress levels any good, I've got to be honest. That's an 8% impy start, that is. Good evening, Mr. Mark. How are you? So, the first of the Hobsons Brewery 12 Beers of Christmas. And yeah, hopefully, no more issues. Get the review out of the way and a bit of chat and all that. Why can't I see the screen? There we go. That's better. Good evening. Drives you to drink this streaming thing. Fucking hell. Fuming. That's before I've had a drink. Well, I've actually technically had a drink, but so the first beer, and I've got the Hobsons beers in the house because it's warmer, and so I grabbed one out the number one box, put a towel over it so I can't see what it is, and I still haven't seen what it is. So yeah, this is Shropster, a crisp pale ale, 4.0%. I've got to be honest. Good evening. How are you? I can see the comments on there, and luckily I can see them on there as well. It's always good. So I'll get a glass. I need a beer now. I really do need a beer. Okay. I think I nearly gave up and thought, stuff it with one. Good evening. Can you hear me now? Okay, now I thought they're taking the piss out of me. When someone says can't no sound, and I'm like, you're lying, because I've had that before, obviously. And then the second person, no sound, and I'm like, hold on a minute, surely that's not two people winding me up. And then restarted it, and no sound again. Okay, no. And pardon my French. Anyway, I've got the magnifying glass somewhere. So I hope everyone's well. Warm weather. It's actually warmer today than it's been in my house all weekend. Thankfully, the house is warm again now. Took a bloke 5 minutes. 5 minutes to fix the heating. 5 minutes. 4 days for a 5-minute job. Anyway, a beer that shines bright. Everyone has something they consider a star. Bravery, kindness, and a positive approach to life are often associated with the notion. Raise this beer to your star. This crisp pale ale delivers a fruity hit with the combination of Mandarina Bavaria and Huell melon hops. Also says it's what's the name? Bottle conditioned. And so based in Shropshire. Cleobury Mortimer. Got to be honest, I'm not overly familiar with Hobsons Brewery. Try to tag them in on Facebook, and you're not allowed to. So yeah, I've either upset them or you're not allowed to. So I probably have reviewed one before and upset them, but these things happen, don't they? So Christmas not far away now. I break up a week on Friday, and I'm ready. It's been a long year, and I'm looking forward to a nice break from the old work thing. Fucking hell. I went up the house fuming. I'm like, fuck's going off? Why is... So I've actually, while I've been up the house, and I've had a lovely, I'm not sure if it's called a naan bread or pitta. I'm not sure which. Like a soft bread. And a sliced rump steak on there with mushrooms and cheese and no sauce, but tasted amazing. So yeah, I've actually had something to eat for a change. So makes a difference. So there's the pour, quite a nice clear pour on that. You'd look at that and say it was more of a straw colour pour than even a gold. Nice bit of sporadic carbonation, a nice white head. Certainly smells floral, floral and citrusy. Oh, nice bit of a bite to it. An interesting beer for day one. Like I say, as far as I know, I don't think I've ever had one of these beers. Currently supping Overtone Ouija Sipper from my Advent calendar. Ooh, what's the Advent calendar? Next year I'm going to be better prepared for Christmas, knowing that I've got an MOT in December. Who the hell MOTs a car in December? I'm tempted to bring it forward a month or two, but then again, you lose then, don't you? You know. But it is a daft time to have an MOT. The MOT actual date is 29th of December. So we did it as early as we could, the 2nd, I think. And shit time to have an MOT, especially if you get walloped. Like all your Christmas money's gone on the car. It's like, gotta be honest, an easy drinking, florally citrus beer. Um, can't fault it for what it is, and just keep that up. So yeah, oh, certainly hitting the spot. Oh, I might have sync with doing lives. I obviously can't work out how to do the settings these days. StreamYard's a bag of shit. ABV is 4%, so super sessionable ABV. There we go. Does it show you the ABV on the front? That's better. And yeah, a nice start to the 12 Beers of Christmas. I mean, a massive thank you to Mike Thorpe. You know, because I got walloped, I was never going to be able to go out and to be honest, you struggle to get an advent calendar. Once you go past mid-December, you do struggle, and it is what it is. Stronger than yours. You joking? Session IPA. Oh, right, yeah. I just realised that. Sipper. Oh, easy drinking. Just fill in the gaps with the steak, ain't it? Um, it is a school night at least. Although I never really care about school nights, as long as I don't drink too late at night, then I'm all good. Obviously for work the next day. But yeah, what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday. God, feels like Thursday already. I'm thinking it's Friday tomorrow. Fucking hell. I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready for 2 weeks off. Although I've had to book it, obviously. You only actually get 3 days off. You know, the standard Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day. Although it's better than being at blooming Sainsbury's when you'd be working up till 4 or 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve, have Christmas Day off, and back in Boxing Day. Yeah, I don't miss that side of things. You know, with jobs, and although it is wet at the moment, by God, the weather's making up for the dryness of the year. Got 2 weeks off too. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Sit at home and chill, watch a load of TV, do little. Although my son, his house he should be getting his house on the 19th of December. So on the run up to Christmas, we probably will be opening set his house up. Although the bloody solicitors he's got, the shittiest solicitors. He keeps messaging them and they never get back to him. And, how hard is it to send an email? But I've had the same thing with me central heating. Someone comes round, oh yeah, it's your circuit board. Yeah, we'll be out in the morning, 8:30. Oh, great. Rings them up at 10 o'clock. Anybody coming out? I don't know. Oh, it's been shelved. What about it's been fucking shelved? Fucking heating's not on. Next one, we've sent another email. All right, fair dues. And then the next one, 5 o'clock, I rang up. Well, they're not coming today now. Oh, that's great. Yeah, they won't come till Monday now. Oh, fucking fantastic. Good evening, Kevin. How are you? Yeah. Surprising. I mean, people live on the streets and, it's surprising how cold your house gets. And it wasn't even a cold weekend. I mean, it went down to naught on Friday morning. But the weekend itself wasn't that cold. But because there's been no heating on for so many days, fucking hell, you're freezing. And sitting there in a fleece. And thank God we've got aircon in the front room. But upstairs, Baltic. You've got to feel for people who do live out, live on the streets. Not easy at all. But yeah, nice beer to start off the festivities. I see Martin Lewis is on talking about investment and shares and bonds and all that, and I'm thinking to myself, I think I'd rather just put my money in the bank. If I had money to put in the bank, that is, shares and that are all good. If it all goes well, if you don't go well and you lose a load of money, oof dear. To me, it's as bad as betting because you could just lose a load. But obviously, everyone's to their own on that subject. So nice to actually get going with this. 2 failed starts. That's what you get for trying to schedule it in. I've had any of the special beers that Fuller's have out. No, mate. No, obviously, this neck of the woods, we don't see Fuller's anyway. And now, the few beer shops that we've got this neck of the woods don't tend to even stock Fuller's, even the special ones. So, yeah. I was lucky last year to get their vintage stout. And Tesco's had it in. I think they had a load in by mistake. And I got it for like £2.50 a bottle. And I'm looking, I think, £2.50. I'm sure it's much more than that. So I nabbed 2 bottles. I wish I'd have nabbed about 5 or 6. Because for the price, that was stunning. Available from the Fuller's websites. Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah, I've seen them. I was tempted by the Fuller's Advent calendar. But again, with the car this year, got to wallop him. And I mean, the money I paid isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. But it took out my bloody beer money because the wife's money, she's was saving up to go away next year. So she's saving up for the holiday. And I'm taking out the other things. So, yeah, all good fun. Something had to give. But it is what it is. You can't win sometimes, can you, with life? I mean, we had that. And then we had the bloody dog pissing all over the place. She'd gone into the dining room. And my wife, doing cakes, she'd left the offcuts in a bag on the floor. Fucking dog went and helped herself to the offcuts. And it must have caused some sort of issue with her because she was all of a sudden she's incontinent and we thought it was a water infection and no, it wasn't a water infection, no, but luckily she's all dried up again now and yeah, it's all good. Yeah, although washing fleeces that have been covered, and trying to get them dry when you've got no heating and all good fun. Have you had any beers from Wraggys Brewery? Never heard of them. this is the thing about the world of beer. I'm sure um, Hobsons I had never heard of, and then I went into was it Morrison's and picked up Hobson's Town Crier, which is up there, and it's also in the 12 Beers of Christmas. And then there are so many breweries out there that unless you're local to those breweries, you don't know they exist. And sometimes even being local, I don't know. There's breweries in Nottingham. Um, Rimney Brewery in Wales. Their stuff is available from their website. I'll have to go. I'll have a listen. And this is the thing, we did do North Wales and went to Wild Horse Brewing, Conwy. Um, oh, bloody hell. Obviously got the beers from Polly's rather, and they've got a bloody tap room now. Missed out on that. Flipping tap room about 5 months after you go. Gutted about that, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's going down well. I'll pop the rest in, see if it. So it says it's bottle conditioned, but that's not bad. Too bad that in, not too badly clear. Yeah, easy drinking, florally citrus beer. For me, I'd give it about 4.1 out of 5. If I'm scoring, scores are so subjective because depending. I mean, when I was in pubs doing beer reviews, quick beer reviews, and I've had to stop doing it because when I'm half drunk, I'm giving 4.5 out for a beer, and so when you're not drunk, you drink the same beer, you think that's never a 4.5. But these things, so scores really don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I keep seeing on the internet that Onslaught's going to get the sack, and I'm like, surely not. Although it looks like Salah is ready for leaving, I think he'll disappear soon. I mean, for any football fans out there, Liverpool are having quite the year. It was nice for Nottingham Forest to go up there and beat them 3-0 though. I did enjoy that. Didn't enjoy losing at home to bloody Brighton though. And who did we lose to again? We won one and then lost another one. So it's going to be an interesting year with football. As with beer though, I mean, I'm back into brewing in a big way. I do fancy brewing some. Rimney is a nice beer, not far from me. What part of Wales then? Also a few pubs near me. We do want to go to South Wales at some stage. Um, you know, uh, Tenby, that area, and I've heard of it. I don't know where it is. I know. I'm sure it's South Wales. And I fancy going to Barry Island. Yeah, going knocking on some bloke's door and say, "Hey, mate, how's it cooking?" That's a joke. But yeah, do fancy going down that neck of the woods on beer travels. I mean, I also fancy going to. Got to be honest, going over to Bristol and stopping over in a hotel and just doing, the tap rooms, South Wales near Newport. Newport rings a bell. Yeah, am I thinking Newquay? I'm probably thinking Newquay, not Newport. Newport does ring a bell. Um, I was reading about Newport the other day. Might have been something to do with beer as well. I tend to read about beer online anyway. Good evening, John. How are you? Yeah, fucking streams. I couldn't believe StreamYard. StreamYard must have gone crap because the internet dropped pretty much 2 minutes in, and then I couldn't get back in. Um, Tiny Rebels in Newport. That's where I've heard it. Then that's interesting. Very interesting. Our friends, Happy Drinkers, they obviously like a beer as well, and yeah, that neck of the woods would be interesting. And we did enjoy Cornwall, but it is a long, long drive. I mean, we broke it up by going to Cheltenham, but the distance involved, flipping heck. And I didn't get a speeding ticket. Yeah, got away with that. And you're going over a fucking hill, going down a hill, a massive hill, and there's some twat with a mobile speed camera, and it's like going down an hill, mate. For fuck's sakes. I mean, I literally saw him and slam my brakes on. The bloke behind me had to slam his brakes on as well. But I obviously saved myself from getting a speeding ticket. Although it would have only been a couple of miles over, but you never know, do you? Um, yeah, but I do fancy going down to South Wales at some stage. South Wales, Bristol, Leeds, and Sheffield. Sheffield on the agenda as well. Um, just me and the wife, and not the young un, and not the dog. You know, leave them at home, or at my son's new house. So yeah, that'd be good. I mean, we are going to the Lake District. So in the Lake District, there's Ulverston Brewing Company. Is it Coniston? So there's a few of us like that are interested in going to. Um, but that's in June. That is. Goate's not far away. Ah, yes. Dog's Window Brewery as well. Shouldn't be too far away from that neck of the woods. Um, Obviously, I don't know how far Newport is from Tenby, and obviously Tenby Brewing Company. And then obviously you've got Tiny Rebel as well. And they've got a decent tap room. So we will do it on our beery travels. Emmerdale Brewery. Emmerdale. Emmerdale just winds me up. I just wish that woman who's the what is she? The drug baron, and a little bloke get a good hiding. But you know, I'd love to reach through the screen and do it. Can't stand either of them. I mean, Kane, I don't mind, but them, no. So Emmerdale Brewery, right? So yeah, we're going up in June. We're only there for 3 days, mind. But definitely want to visit any breweries we can while we're there. Um, we're near some lake, Windermere. I don't know, something like that. Anyway. So, like I say, week away from Christmas. Certainly looking forward to 2 weeks of doing nothing. And although the wife would get me painting the kitchen, but Tempe is about 2 hours away from you. Right. So you look on a map and you go, it's like when I was in Cornwall, you looked and you thought, oh, Verdant's there. We're going to Verdant. Didn't realise it's a flipping hour's journey on some dodgy bleeding roads as well. Single lane farmers roads. Yeah. I've still got to go over the wife's car with some teacup. Fucking scratches off. We got sent down this road at night. Fucking because we couldn't get back to the caravan park, and fucking going down this road. Next minute, fucking tractor coming. Oh shit! Pulls in as far as you can. Fuck, you could hear it scratching the fucking car. You know, twigs and branches. Yeah, there would be a bleeding accident that closed the road right near where we were stopping. And if my two pet hates in this world are driving in the dark and driving in the dark when it's raining, because as you can't fucking see, and it's fucking dark as well, so you can't see the potholes either. Oh, I've got to say though that Nottingham is far worse for potholes than Cornwall and Devon. Yeah, not bad at all down there. I mean, if anybody ever gets the chance to go to Daya and Verdant, two amazing tap rooms. Bloody hell. Absolutely stunning tap rooms. well worth a visit. So I'm a lot later than I originally planned. Tomorrow I'm not gonna schedule a beer reviewing. We're out tomorrow night, so I might be able to do one after, when we come back. And that's why I've started the 12 days earlier, because I'm definitely out a couple of nights where I definitely can't do a live. Um, but once I get back into the spirit of things, it feels weird at the moment. I've got to be honest, it does. You know, there was a stage when I was doing lives, fucking hell, in COVID times, like every single night doing a live, nearly an hour and 40 minutes down the shed. I won't get away with that now. 30 minutes or so doing a live's enough. And it's good to get chatting, especially if it's a lively chat and that. But, you know, back in them days, it was second nature. And it never bothered me at all. Once you get started on some subjects, I mean, if you look at the news at the moment, oh my God, the world is just ruled by absolute clowns. Was chatting to someone in my local rugby club, and his son is the head brewer at Harbour Brewing. Ooh, hey, tap him up for some free beer, or at least some samples. I know brewers that they take samples home all the time, and if it's funny, if you go to a brewery, half the time you'll get a freebie anyway. Um, you know, I always tend to anyway. The problem is, I work when they work. I work longer days as well than they do, so I never get the chance anyway. Um, yeah, COVID was fun. Back when beer was cheap as well. Bloody hell, get low cost beer, getting that double IPAs for it's like £3, and Imperial Stouts for about £4, and it's like fucking hell. And I had a lot more money then, I know, because obviously 4 years on, and we're all paying so much more for everything. You look at an Impy Start at £11 now, and you're like, can't afford that. And you can't, That's why I brew my own. I brew my own because if I want a beer, I can't be drinking review beers. I am tempted to do an Impy Stout again. But if I do an Impy Stout, I'm not doing one from all grain, because the loss of beer is just ridiculous. I hope someone's messaging me. Um, yeah, the COVID days were hilarious. Really, they were good. And 5 years ago, I know it's crazy, isn't it? Jesus Christ! 5 years ago, I was at for the most part, I was at that fucking job on the Park Estate with the shall we say, the challenging person I work with. Yeah, I mean, I hope to God that he's okay and sorted his head out, but I don't think so somehow. uh, you'd like to think so. Yeah, 5 years ago. Wow. I mean, I've been in this job now five years and a bit, and it's absolutely flown. And you look in the mirror, you think, shit, grey hair. Um, Although I'm no more grown up than I was when I was 17. And you talk to people, and I can't be the only one. You talk to people, and you look at somebody who's older, shall we say, and you expect them to be wise and mature and all that. And I talk to people, and I don't feel wise, mature, or anything. Fucking don't. And yeah, I don't know about growing up. I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, in some ways, you are. You can deal with people. But then in some ways you can't. You can't deal with like the idiots in the world. I mean, I still get pissed off at people driving at 30 and a 60. And it's like, move your fucking car. always be 18. Exactly, exactly. Um, I mean, I've got my children, and I'm talking to them, and I don't feel any more grown up to them. And it's funny because we'll tell them to do things and that, but we, as a family, we don't talk. Some people, it's their mums and dads, the fucking, and bowing down to them and all that. None of that. And I think the best families are like that anyway, where you're more or less all part of the family and as equals. I mean, there's sometimes where you do have to put them right, but yeah. So it's good to finally get the live stream working. I've got to edit it now and actually, yeah. Remember telling you about the Hobsons beers being 30 quid delivery a few years ago? Cost a bit more now. Bloody hell, you've got a good memory. My memory is absolutely shocking. Um, I mean, thanks to Mike Thorpe for gifting these beers. I mean, he messaged me the other day and says, um, I watched your video, and I put the video out because I was gutted that the fucking car cost so much, and I couldn't get an advent calendar. And then I didn't have the money for advent calendar anyway. But um, and then he says, I'm sending you a few beers. I did not expect a 12 beers at Christmas. I mean, I thought, I'll probably get a few beers. Be interesting to see what they are. But yeah, blown me away. Yeah, so it's good to get the lives back on. Once I get back into the swing of things, I'll be all right. Um, I mean, tonight I nearly walked off and thought, fuck these fucking live streams because I can't get the stupid TV working, phone working, rather. But now I know how to do it. And with the YouTube thing, I now know it's horizontal. I kept pressing vertical, and and obviously vertical's that way, isn't it? And horizontal's flat. It's funny these things that you don't, these things that you don't really remember. Ugh. And I'm shocking for not remembering anyway. And then someone says something, and you're like, it's like when you walk past people, and you're like, I know that face. And then literally, all of a sudden, it's like, oh shit, I should have said hello. Yeah, I do know that face, and but yeah, these things happen, I suppose. Right. So, a lot later, I need to knock off anyway. An enjoyable beer, florally citrus, um, light, easy drinking. Like I said, a 4.1 out of 5 for me. Hobsons Brewery from Shropshire. Do I know where Shropshire is? No. I've got to be honest. Um, I have a feeling it's down south for me. It's certainly not up north. It's down south somewhere, but where? Yeah, it's near the Welsh border, isn't it? It shows you how bad I am. It's funny how you know some things and you don't know other things. It's like not knowing where certain parts of the country are. Like, I don't know where it is. I suppose that's ignorance and just not knowing, or got that much in your head going off that you ain't got time to start thinking where are places in the UK. Telford is in Shropshire. Ah. So, um, thank you everyone for joining. Bit of a convoluted start to the things. How did I know that StreamYard? Never using StreamYard again. Absolute pile of dog muck. I'm going to use this phone in future because this phone seems to be all right. Separate, because what it is, I've got about 6 different phones. We never get rid of a phone because like they've all got like scratches or like thin cracks on. And the problem is you can't sell them anyway to the shops. So we keep them. So this phone here's got a crack on it, but it's perfect. It's a Google Pixel, same one that I smashed when I fell over 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and smashed my face. Ended up in hospital with a bleed on the brain. But this is my son's phone. We've got two at the same time. But it's perfect for doing these. So as long as I keep the bugger on charge and also keep the laptop on charge, then I'm all good. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone who's joined tonight. Tomorrow I'll be better. It might be an 8 o'clock start tomorrow as well, because we are out tomorrow evening, but we may well go early and try and get home early, because it's an early night, but sort of thing. But yeah, me brother's over from America, so go and have a chat. But yeah, day 2 tomorrow. I've no idea what's coming up. I shall use the same. I'm not bringing the box down the shed because I'll have to take it back up, and yeah, I'll fall over and break bloody bottles, knowing me. But thank you for watching. See you soon. Oh, God, didn't I work out how to turn it off? Yeah. I think that's done it.